can't wait for it to get started. I don't know about you, but that darned winter break, it removes the addiction of motor racing that we all have. And I know that there's quite a lot of people still jump out in their karts, keeping getting out. So as they're making their way through, let's jump through the grid for this race number 8, heat number 8. On the front row, we have John Maycock and Sean Brearley. Row 2 is Ross Kamen and Rihanna Percox. Third row, Sam Massey and Stephanie Luttridge. Fourth row, Max Tyndall and Johnny Goddard. Fifth row, Tommy Ellis and John Curry. Sixth row will be, excuse me, it's disappeared off screen, where'd that go? Jonah Barker and Owen Burton. Seventh row, Chris McCarthy and Stephen Billett. Eighth row, Peter Cowan and James Illman. On the ninth row, Sam Lavender and Pete Ellis. 10th row, Jacob Murphy and James Blake, and Ben Bennyworth starts in 21st position. So, Rihanna Percox starts up in 4th. We saw how amazing she did, starting right towards the back. She's starting on the 2nd row this time. Sean Brearley, late addition to this, and be interesting to see how he goes, because Sean does love these arrive and drive karts. Past 5 years, he's travelled to California to compete at Cowspeed in the Sport Kart Grand Nationals, achieving a best result of 3rd. Which effectively means he was the 3rd best rental driver in the United States a couple of years ago. So he certainly knows how to do these arrive and drive kart races, and he starts up on the front row this time. Sam Massey, we saw him get a victory a little while ago. We didn't unfortunately get to have a word with him, which is a shame. Stephanie Luttridge was pointed out as being a fast one. Johnny Goddard, I know there's a lot of fans of Johnny Goddard on the social stream. He starts in 8th position on the 4th row. Chris McCarthy starts in 13th. Stephen Billett, the Formula 4 driver and Club 100 racer, starts in 14th. Pete Cowan, we've seen mixing it up the sharp end as well, starts in 15th position. Pete Ellis, he was up there sharp end and had an unfortunate moment. I think it was at Ashby. Off they go. And it looks like a bit status quo between the front two. And in fact, it's the 2nd row that's going to be making the move. Is that Ross Kamen? I think Ross Kamen's the one that's just thrown it from the 2nd row up the inside, but he's just run a little bit wide there. That means one of the karts from the front row, either John Maycock or Sean Brearley, is now putting pressure but hasn't made the move. So I'm pretty certain that that is Ross Kamen that has the lead at the moment. He says, trying to look through the gloom onto the camera there. I think it was it's Rihanna Percox, kart number 4. Apologies, the wrong side of the grid there. Now that doesn't surprise me at all. When we saw how well she did coming through from towards the end, she led the race, the first heat, for a long, long time before being passed in the final lap or two. So Rihanna has just jumped to the front here and is already starting to stretch her legs away from the rest of the field there. So Rihanna Percox, kart number 4, is already exited Chapman, heading onto the back straight, and you can see that lead is stretching out, especially when the 2 karts behind her are already enjoying their own little battle as they head into boot. You can see it, and they're already side by side as they head towards the right-hand element of the boot, and they're still trying to go side by side. Someone's lost it on the entrance to the boot there, and fortunately they've managed to get it back onto the circuit themselves. But coming through to complete the first lap, it is indeed Rihanna Percox up into the lead. 2nd position is John Maycock, so I knew he was up there somewhere. I just got a little bit wrong, although it says John Maycock and I've got it as Ross Kamen. Sorry, John Maycock is up into 2nd. Stephanie Luttridge in 3rd. Johnny Goddard 4th. There you go. There's a few fans of Johnny Goddard. What a great job. Where did he start? In 8th position, and he's moved himself up nicely already to 4th position. 5th, Sam Massey. 6th, Owen Burton. Sean Brearley in 7th. Chris McCarthy 8th. Pete Ellis, Ross Kamen, sorry, he's down in 10th, so I did get that totally wrong. My apologies, it is gloomy here. Look at this, 3rd, 4th, 5th glued together as they go through Ashby, trying their hardest there, and I think have they managed to just about keep the status quo? Is it still Stephanie Luttridge that is in the lead there out of those 3? In the lead, of course, overall is still Rihanna Percox. Look at this as they head round Chapman. They're just falling over each other. Different strengths of entrance, apex and exit, and they're just bumping and boring as they head to the left-hander, and that's just going to push both of them wide, and the 3rd kart in that trio is now trying to take full advantage, not quite able to do it initially, but is now a great switcheroo there. Just saw the gap, it closed, and then switched back and did it again, and now being pushed out wide on the exit of Pitts Bend. My goodness, that's getting a bit rough and ready there. Sam Massey, John Maycock, Stephanie Luttridge. That's the order they're in now. Johnny Goddard up into second position. So John Maycock was the one that lost out. It was second last time they came through. Rihanna Percox is still in the lead. That's now edging towards a 3-second lead that she's got at the moment. But Johnny Goddard, a name that many people have said watch out for, has got himself up into second and is now going to be trying to close in on them. Just trying to see, what have I got? Johnny Goddard, Club 100 Sprint and Endurance Champion, PLD winner 2014. So he's got history here, Johnny Goddard. But Rihanna Percox has been really impressive through all of these races so far. She had the lead for a long time in the first of her heats and then lost it towards the end. She's not going to want that again, so she's going to be fighting hard to just drag that out as much as she can. Time-wise, she is the fastest driver on the circuit at the moment. Is heading in towards the boot there. There was a driver stranded on the exit of the corner, but Rihanna took the appropriate actions to make sure it wasn't going to cause a problem. Coming through to complete her third lap now. Through she goes. Again improves on her lap time that little bit further. Johnny Goddard comes through in second and is actually lapped nearly a second slower that last time round. So she is nicely in control at the moment. Third position is now Stephanie Luttridge, so that keeps changing there. And in fact, I still think there's scope for that to be changing more. John Maycock and Sam Massey are absolutely joined together. Sean Brealey in 6th, Owen Burton, Chris McCarthy in 8th, Pete Ellis, Stephen Billett in 10th position. So, leader comes down and round Ashby for the 4th time in what generally tends to be a 6-lap race here at Wilton Mill in Northamptonshire. She's nicely in control, but a great fight, as you'll see on the camera there, for 4th, 5th, 6th. I mean, 3rd, Stephanie is not really managed to escape from this enough. Very wide line by Johnny Goddard through Chapman that time round. Possibly just compromised his exit a little bit. I think he went in a little bit too hot that time. Maybe he's just trying something a little bit different here, because it looked like he did the same at the boot there as well. As did 3rd position Stephanie Luttridge. That looked like a bit of a mistake there that's just enabling her to be gobbled up there. We'll see whether there's been a change when they come through, because through comes our leader. Not a faster lap that time round, and it's worth reporting Johnny Goddard was a little bit quicker on that last time round. 0.4 of a second quicker. Sam Massey has indeed jumped up into 3rd position. Stephanie Luttridge just lost it at the boot there, down to 4th position. John Maycock also lost out, probably compromised by what happened in front. So Sam Massey jumped up 2 positions on that probably the last couple of corners there. They'll be on their penultimate lap now. So Rihanna Percox still out in the lead, largely in control, albeit that it's just coming down ever so slightly on that last lap, but not enough for Johnny Goddard to really put pressure on at the moment. Got a message coming up on the social feed there from Carly Latcham. Follow maidens up the sharp end. Come on, ladies. Definitely, she's doing a fabulous job there. Stephanie Luttridge was in 3rd, but just lost out a little bit there. Oh, we've got mayhem happening at Ashby from a little bit further down the grid. That's left one of them on the grass there. Look at, oh my goodness, that was Chris McCarthy involved in that. I can tell by his pale blue, his pale blue overalls and helmet there. So that's going to be like Owen Burton, Chris McCarthy, Pete Ellis, etc. But that has been beaten by Sam Massey in 3rd position. So time-wise, there's still a lot going on behind Rihanna Percox, but Rihanna's gap of 2.770 is surely that's going to be enough as they're onto their final lap. 3rd, Sam Massey. 4th is Stephanie. 5th position, John Maycock. 6th is Sean Brealey, as our leader is now looking ahead of her, seeing that there's a back marker and just praying, please don't get in my way. She doesn't need it because she knows that she's got Johnny Goddard breathing down her neck. She's taking a wide line there through Chapman, making sure she's got the maximum grip to launch herself onto the back straight. She's past that back marker on the back straight. Great job by the back marker. kind of think that it's doing it on purpose. So that back marker's not going to come into play. Through the boot for the final time. Johnny Goddard's there, but not close enough. Surely not. This is going to be Rihanna's race. She's going to bring it home this time. Down towards the final corner. It is Pitts Bend for the final time. And through she goes. She does a nice movement with the hands there as she goes through. Rihanna takes that victory. Rihanna Percox ended up 2.2 seconds ahead of Johnny Goddard. Third was Sam Massey. In fourth position was Stephanie Lutteridge, John Maycock, Sean Brearley. Coming through in seventh in the end was Chris McCarthy. Eighth was Owen Burton. Ninth, Pete Ellis. And then rounding out your top 10, as we wait to come across the line, was Stephen Billett. So there we go. Rihanna Percox takes the victory that she's been threatening since the start of today's racing. And she was able to bring it to a successful conclusion this